Taurus, welcome to your reading for this full moon in Libra for this time. Check out any other readings that stand out for you, the titles that is, on this channel, and thanks for joining me. Let's get stuck into it. So, I don't usually, but I did lay the cards out here. We do go through and clarify, and with a few other decks. I do see, Taurus, that you've had a period of time to, whether it's to be resting, weighing up options, all of that kind of thing, and it's kind of paid off in the sense that it's given you a larger level of confidence in your own abilities. So let's go through. We've got the Four of Swords. We're talking truce here in the Thoth deck. It's called truce. In effect, it's still making a choice to have downtime. Sometimes we're forced to. This is not in relation to work. It's not in relation to whether one works or doesn't work. Technically, in the traditional sense of work, we often work all the time, but we're not necessarily getting what we need from that, if you know what I mean. So this is making a choice to basically time out zone, rest and recuperate, simply in the most simplest form, having an afternoon nap if you feel that you need it, Taurus. So it can be quite simple. There's a lot of information that we might have an afternoon nap and then wake up with a whole new idea, you know what I mean? So it's taking you certainly to a calmer port, a clearer place and space. This is the Six of Swords. It is about actually progressing. It's about progressing forward to a place that's more conducive to you, that satisfies possibly those things of which you value, that you need for yourself, Taurus. We see the Magician coming up next. We are armed in the great mercurial messenger with a new tool. So whatever that happens to be for you, Taurus, it's giving you more chutzpah, it's giving you more confidence with this Queen of Wands. I do see it as that driven, confident Taurus. So let's clarify these cards. We're looking at the Four of Swords. We're looking at the Four of Swords for Taurus. Resting. Taking time out. Well, that's a few too many there. Four of Swords for Taurus, please. Interesting. Four of Swords. We've got the Ten of Discs, which is about, it's where we come from, it's where we grew up. It can be about all those things. The 10, did I say 10 of Swords? 10 of Discs. 10 of Discs, let's get it right there. Base chakra, if you want to look at it like that, or the root. It is where our values and our loyalties within that. We're surrounded by resources here in terms of people, belonging, and sort of a level of wealth, because there is in this. Maybe these things have been on your mind. Maybe you've opened up a little bit more to be able to receive a bit more. You've changed something here. I see that with the Five of Discs, which is a classic card of the archetypal victim, of which we all have, and sometimes we really feel that. Of course, this which none of us really like feeling that. And this, you know, 5 of discs is about choosing lack over gain. And of course, there's a lot of things around that. There's a lot of things around, you know, the connection between emotional health, monetary health, all of those things, survival, living. You know, there's a lot that's gone on. I do see that in that sort of thing of having to take time out to really, to just review that within yourself at this current time, Taurus, is basically it. Review those things and how you can shift it up, change it a bit. You know, because whatever we do, whatever we value, you know, we want to feel empowered by what we do. And that's not solely about in relation to work, technical work, you know what I mean? So that's sort of what I'm getting. The 6 of Swords for Taurus, this moving to a better place, and it certainly is. It's the 10 of Cups, the ultimate 10 of Cups, ultimate satisfaction on an emotional level at this current time, because you have understood something within yourself, which is how to keep a balance when there's a lot of change, when there's a lot of chaos around you, that there is a reason for tension, that it can be very helpful. There's a tension within the 2 of discs because we're holding ourselves together here. In some ways, there is a decision that has been made or will be made, but we're holding a level of equilibrium and balance when there has been a lot of movement. So it's interesting. Let's look at the Magician for Taurus, an extra tool in the toolkit. There is for some Taurians, there's a dramatic shift in a way here. There's quite a dramatic shift in mindset. We're looking at the Magician, the extra tool in the toolkit. Shedding extraneous, how could you say, past ways of building things up, looking at it in a new perspective, from a new perspective, in a new way. You know, we have kind of mental habits, don't we? Like, will this work? No, it won't work. Well, let's try doing this. You know, it's like going through the same method of trying to achieve something and it never working, and yet just sort of robotically doing that. It's as if you've moved that now, you've shifted it. You know, that definition of insanity is sort of doing the same thing over and over again and expecting a different result. Shift your view. This is what you've done, Taurus, whatever this is about for you, and it's given you a large level of freedom and actually a fresh vista to be looking out upon, to be preparing your involvement within this new vista that is in front of you, because you've simply changed your perspective. Look, an offering, an emotional offering. A lot of things start in a very small way. It can be a really small alteration. Timing is involved here. Time room to allow yourself to experiment. So you've given yourself space for this. Let's look at the Queen of Wands. This is a confident queen. A new level of confidence is in this something to do with this new perspective that you have got. So yes, that's true. I say yes, that's true, because we've got the Queen of Wands again. And so it is. Queen of Wands again. Then we've got the beautiful independent Nine of Discs, surrounded by what we do value. And we are, this is independence, and it's, we've created something around ourselves that is what we value. It's self-created. With this new confidence, we see 7 of Cups, a card of assessment. We get a little hint of it. We've had a little hint. What can be a small twist turns into something, that was not expected. A small offering, a small possibility, taking a chance. We then get, now, here, the 7 of Cups, card of assessment. We've got a lot of opportunities. We've got a lot of options. It is just about us figuring out what works for us, Taurus. What is conducive to our current needs. There's a lot of things in here that possibly wouldn't take off, but there's a lot of things potentially that will. It's all very nice. Very good. Very good indeed. Brian Froud, Pixie and Fairy for Taurus. Brian Froud, Fairy. We speak of timing. We've got Nellis the Alchemist. Alchemical card, just as the Temperance card, which is in here, is as well. Taurus, where are we? Here we are. So we've got timing. Dependent upon. The thing is that this process has already begun. I mean, it's already begun. It's got a life of its own. And there might be some kind of, we've got Sylvanus of the forest. This is a sort of, taking away the mask of truth to reveal the truth. It's a sort of paradox. There may be some kind of paradoxical situation happening in your world at the moment, Taurus. And then animals, spirit cards, we've got the Scorpion. There is a sting in the tail. There's a new vitality to this Scorpion's tail. And it's the thing that tension, whether there's been, this tension and understanding, change, and keeping a balance within change and not quite knowing where you are at any given point, having to question your desires or motivations. That's all being done and dusted. This is where we're getting into the real good juicy stuff, Taurus, if that makes sense. So this beautiful Scorpio, your counterpart on the astrological wheel, of course. And on that note, a confident Taurus surges forward. Ka kite. Bye.